What are you doing, beloved?
Attention, attention, my black brothers. What I want y'all to do right now is take out the durag, the silky, tie it down. I want to see the waves glistening. If you got nappy hair, pick it. Don't let nobody discourage you.
Ariel.
Black boy, black boy.
Okay, so let's play a game. You can guess how much makeup I have on. Like, guess what it is and where it is.
I don't know this. Okay.
Come on,
You have on concealer,
Yes, that is a given.
bronzer.
It's not bronzer. It is for the sake. No, it's not bronzer. There's no
Okay.
glisten.
Okay,
Go ahead.
You have on eyeshadow or mascara. One of the things for your eyes.
Oh wait.
I was like, which one is it? Both? Did I get both wrong?
There is no eyeshadow.
Okay.
We'll keep going, and I'll let you know what you got right.
Okay. So mascara.
Ding,
Okay.
ding, 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 ding.
I said concealer, bronzer, toner.
I no.
Okay.
I don't even think. No. I don't know everything about makeup, but I'm pretty sure that toner is a liquid that you do as a skincare treatment before makeup. So is that what you're intending to say?
Is
Is that
that
what you meant?
that don't
I
work?
did not use it.
Okay. Blush.
Not
Blush.
today. I'm actually really shocked. I did not do blush today.
Girl, so I did not do.
I know. I couldn't get it out, and I was really
I know.
embarrassed about it.
I don't. Okay, so
All right, let me go ahead and
thank you, because I'm like,
spill the beans. So I've got some brow on, some natural brown. I filled the bitch in a little bit and concealed it at the bottom. I do
Mhm.
have under eye concealer and I do have contour on. You're seeing contour, not necessarily a bronzer. When I think of bronzer, I think of like a glittery contour. That's why I
Mhm.
said no. And then I have highlight on and lip
Oh,
gloss. My
oh
lip gloss is
fuck!
popping. My lip gloss is cool.
I forgot lip gloss. I forgot that. That should have been like the first given
Yeah,
thing
girl,
that I should have
these bitches,
said.
they popping right up off my damn face.
I gotta guess what I got on.
Girl, lip chat.
I got on my lip, my chapstick from Birds to Bees, bitch. That is all I got.
You
So
want some
I
lip chat?
told you I wore makeup, well, like foundation, I think, or concealer in college.
I just know you looked crazy.
I did not look crazy. I wish I have a picture somewhere,
The
but it
reason
was.
I'm not saying you specifically, but I remember when I was putting on makeup in college and I looked a fucking mess. So niggas don't be
Oh.
knowing what they doing. And the thing about putting on foundation is when you don't put no concealer on, that shit just be looking flat like a potato.
I think I was that. I think I was like flat. I think because I was like, I just want to put it on just to like look like my skin is like clear. Like, just even though my skin is pretty clear already.
Yeah,
I
you have
wanted
nice
to
skin. You have really nice skin.
thank you. I just wanted to look very like
Pro tip, you want to know what
luxurious.
you should do next time you want to do that?
What?
Use a powder.
Oh,
It's not heavy,
okay.
so it won't completely take like the depth out of your face. If you use a light powder, even if you use a pressed powder, I think I like pressed.
Hmm.
It'll just add a nice little thin layer above your face and just give you an even tone without snatching out like the definition in your face.
Okay. Girl, I gotta get back. Let me. When I get back into it, you hoes ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing.
I know that's right.
But what is up, everybody? It is your boy lordevery.
And I'm Derwinking.
And welcome back to another episode of That Black Boy Joy, where we create a space where Black boys can be themselves and so much more.
And so much more.
And you all, so today we have a special guest, but we're going to wait until our guest gets in the building to tell y'all who it is. But you're all going to be super excited. But at first, of course, we're going to do our introductions and things of that nature. Devin, how are you doing, love?
Wonderful. I just finished filming The Souls of Black Pebbles on Sunday. So this is the first week that I have not had to prepare to do much of anything. So I've gotten a lot of work done. I've gotten rest after work. I'm watching Bridgerton now. I do have a photo shoot on Saturday for the film, but I just like am amazed that suddenly my like schedule is clear. Not used to this.
Mm-hmm. You said I don't know what this is. I
Yeah,
what does my
girl.
life look
This is
like?
foreign. We ain't never did this before.
You
How are
look
you?
good. I'm
Thank
good,
you,
but you
mom.
look good. I'm looking
Oh.
at my sister and I'm like, I'm here for it. I love that. I'm doing good. Nothing out of the norm for me. I am in the space of probably wanting to transition to a new job. I think I'm like definitely in this space. I think I've done what I can do at my job right now.
Yes, yes.
So that is something. But there's nothing really like special going on with me. I think I'm just definitely in this space of like, I'm in that mindset. Like I always get like, what is the new thing that I want to like dabble in, or what is the next level of dev? So
Yeah.
that is it for me. Hopefully, some projects come in the future. Try to plant those
Oh, they're
seeds.
coming, honey. They're
But
coming.
yeah, but that's it. That's all I got. So, sis, give us our Black Boy Joy spotlight,
Yes,
like
I'm
we
so
always do.
excited. So today's Black Boy Joy spotlight goes out to Daryl D'Angelo Terrell. They are a Detroit-based artist and photographer, performer, writer, and DJ. And they have an MFA from the School of Art Institute of Chicago. Um, as listed on their website, their work speaks to the intersectionalities of Black identities from the diaspora, exploring gender, sexuality, femme identity, and Black family structures. I definitely paraphrase that so as not to completely plagiarize.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they were recently accepted into the Kehan Wiley Black Rock Senegal residency. I meant to actually Google that to make sure I was saying it correctly. Because I wasn't certain. So I get so tired of fucking people's names up. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm gonna try to
Yes.
do better. You know what? Like, okay, here, let me, before I continue with the spotlight, I'm going to make a pact with you and with our listeners that I
Yes.
will not mess up anyone else's name pronunciations moving forward. Because low key, it feels irresponsible. So I just want y'all to know that I know I'm dead wrong.
I will
Anyway.
try my best as well, but I cannot hold that promise
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. You know what? That's
I
what
will
I'm going
respect it though. I would respect it.
But from my personal opinion, their work is actually amazing. Going back to Daryl D'Angelo Terrell, I looked at their collection, Project 20s, and oh my god, it was so stunning. It was like these like sepia colors. They're not all sepia, but they all have this like worn, old timey feeling. And it's people in their 20s. It's about Black and brown people between the ages of 20 and 30. Apparently, it was derived from two songs. One is "We Don't Care" by Kanye West, and the other "Chapter 6" by Kendrick Lamar. So
Mm.
I definitely urge you guys to go to their website, which you can find on their social media platforms. So I'm gonna shout those out for you guys. Twitter is underscore Black Boy Shine. So underscore BLACKBOYSHINE. And Instagram, Black Boy Shine, as in BLKBOYSHINE. So much love to you, Daryl D'Angelo Terrell. Super, super duper proud. Don't know you, but I'm so proud of you because your work is truly stunning. I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
go and look at their own, like, their personal collection of photos of themselves. And oh god, I literally was just like staring at it with this stupid ass smile on my face. So I hope you all enjoy it.
Yes, I'm super excited. Thank you for
Of
this week's
course.
spotlight. I'm like, I love learning about people's passions and also just new people's like grinds and hustles. So I'm like, yes. But we are now going to dive into a couple of hot topics like we usually do. I don't know why I gave like a Wendy Williams voice because, hot topics is something that she calls her things. But
I want to stop just to let everyone know that it's Kahinde Wiley. That's it. So I had
thank you.
almost got it right. It's Kahinde Wiley. Kahinde Wiley.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
correction. We
Of
correct
course.
ourselves. We
We
will,
do.
if we mess up, we will correct us, please. We're going to go
Absolutely.
into our hot topics. And the first one is the woman who put Gorilla Glue in her hair has reportedly hired an attorney, is now weighing her legal options against the Gorilla Glue. And then also, as of today, she was actually able to successfully get the glue out of her
Yes.
hair. And the doctor is a black man,
I did see that.
for free. So I was like, shout out to Black people for coming through, saving the day per usual. But
So she
yeah.
was never intending to sue. According to her, the people lied on her and they took that shit and ran. Like people were reading her down for that. And apparently it was a lie. So one of the things I noticed is that everyone was really upset with her for the fact that people were putting money in her pocket about this. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing for me is always you can't be mad at she did not lie, she did not deceive any of the people who put money on that GoFundMe. She simply made the GoFundMe and people donated. I understand we're in a pandemic, but y'all gonna have to chill out like judging people on how they're making money because it's a lot. She simply told us she put the damn gorilla glue in her hair. I guess she was supposed to use the money for medical expenses, but she got the procedure done for free because it's not invasive. So I don't imagine it was going to take them too much time.
So what's she gonna do with that money then?
Probably spend that shit. Fuck, just like it. And you're probably gonna start making club appearances. She probably will, and I support every ounce of it because yeah, her stupid ass put that gorilla glue in her hair, and it was a dumbass thing to do, and she paid the consequences. But like, mind your motherfucking business. Well, I shouldn't say that because it was on social media. She posted it for it to be like, people's businesses. But it was weird to me that people were getting so upset. Not only was it absurd to me that people were giving her money for this shit, but I couldn't imagine like being genuinely like angry about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that goddamn serious.
It's not that serious. I think people was like, how did she get this money that fast for her fucking up? Like it was her mistake that she put gorilla glue in her hair. There's people
Duh.
out here that do far worse things that need money.
Well, they
That
should
have
make a GoFundMe. I don't know. Like, what do you want?
yeah, I was like, y'all don't need to be mad at my sis. My sis told y'all her story.
Tessica, is that her name? Tessica, yeah. Tessica did not, force them people to put money in her GoFundMe. She made the
She did not.
GoFundMe, they donated. And the thing is, people know what is going on. They now
Mm-hmm.
know that she, is get that she got the thing for free, and the money is still rising. Niggas want to donate to her, like,
They do.
and honestly, a lot of people are in support of her for the simple fact that she unexpectedly got her 15 minutes of fame, and this is a good moment for anyone who gets 15 minutes of fame to capitalize on it. So I think there are people who gave money specifically for that reason, like not because they expected her to spend it on her medical expenses, but simply because it was like, girl, go ahead and get your moment, honey.
Mm-hmm. I was like, ooh, but I'm glad she was able to get the like the treatment and her
Yeah, I was like, I
hair.
don't want to call it a
It looks like it
procedure.
just felt like I didn't want to say either. It felt like she got like a really good like deep condition. Like I was
Yes.
watching that video, I was like, oh, girl, where's my gorilla glue? Like I want to start. I want to do it. No, I don't. I don't want to put gorilla
I
glue in
just
my hair.
really wonder, like, did she know what Gorilla Glue was? Like, did she know how permanent it is? Curious about like what the specifics of her mind were at that time. Like, what specifically ran through her brain? Like, I need this shit to lay. I'm trying to get me some dick. I really need to find something that's gonna hold. Oh shit, they make this in a spray. I'm gonna do this. Like, everybody knows what Gorilla
Yeah,
Glue is. Did she live under a rock?
yeah.
Like, what was the
Sh-
story?
Okay, my turn. She was like, I'm trying to get, like, I need to go to the store real quick. I'm trying to go find me this bad little nigga, and I gotta find some shit. I don't got my little oil sheen. I don't got my got to be glue. Bada bing, bada boom. So let me go to these drawers. Okay, this looks like it's close enough to shit spray, so it might help. It ain't go. It says Gorilla Glue, but like, ain't nothing that strong. And then, boom, we fast forward.
It's just like I know there's some dumbass people in the world. Like, and I people were like, I can't believe she's 40, and I'm like, I met some stupid ass 40-year-olds. So it's not the
Yeah.
age thing that bothers me, but like, you really that goddamn dumb?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I thought it was like a joke. I literally thought it was a joke, and then
I
I was
did
like,
too.
oh no, this is serious. This is this is legit. So I'm
Because
glad.
like, what did you think? Never mind. Because I've done myself a favor by not trying to wrap my brain around it, which is why I've been so detached. Because I was just like, that's a stupid ass thing to do. She's a stupid woman, but
Yeah. She got it done. The treatment is she got a treatment. She has some of her hair back, if not all of it back. So I'm glad, oh girl. Now what she can do with that hair is get her some actual products that won't be Gorilla Glue for her hair.
I hope she gets some wigs.
Some
And I hope she
wigs.
pulls some fine ass niggas or whatever she wants. If she's into women, I
Yeah.
hope she pull them, and I hope her bag continues to grow. Like I'm not angry with her. She might be a dumbass, but
Yeah.
what's wrong with that lady?
Yeah, listen, I'm like, oh well. But moving on, you know we love our housewives
Jesus
over
Christ.
here, our Bravo gals. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta castmate, girl, just say Nene. Nene Leakes was reportedly dropped by her management team, her legal representation, and her publicist amid a battle with her old network that she has taken to Twitter, y'all. What is going on with our girl Nene? I just, I am just shocked that nobody. Well, okay, I'm not shocked.
Yeah, I don't know why you would pretend to be.
Just, I love Nene, but I'm just like, why is this happening right now?
Because she's
Why is
a
all
self saboteur. That's why. She
I'm like,
likes to self sabotage. I have conflicting feelings about this because on one hand, like I always want to, like, I definitely do think that she was discriminated against, but I don't know, like, Nene is, she's not strategic enough for me. Like, I love how she her back how she transformed her platform and really ended up super successful from it, but I think she continues to make a series of really bad decisions, and that's not ending well for her. I don't want this to be a situation where we treat her unfairly the way that we did Monique, who had also gone about what she was doing. Well, people, because I did not agree that it was the
yeah, I would
wrong
say
way to
I
do
didn't
it.
either. I didn't either.
I didn't think it was that she went the wrong way about it, but people accused her of going the wrong way about it, and it resulted in her being blackballed. And so I see the same thing happening to Nene. So I'm trying to tread that line very lightly. But I could see before we got here that Nene isn't making the right career decisions. Like for instance, naming her lounge after herself, which like I don't see that going well. Ain't
Is there
nothing
any
wrong with a ghetto
updates?
name, but Lanithia, I'm not I don't want to go to a spot called Lanithia. It's just not working for me. If she called
Mhm.
it Nini, I probably would have been fine. Lenini,
Yeah,
something,
like Nene. Yeah,
something,
Nene's
honey.
lounge.
And Lanithia, fine. I love that you love your name. I like calling you Lanithia. I just don't like. Who wants to go to a fucking bar named Devin? Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? It's a stupid. It was a stupid thing to do. It's a dumb thing.
Mhm.
Her doing that shit with the gays, stupid ass decision. It did not reflect well upon her. So I do feel like Nene keeps making decisions that are not working out in her best interest. But I don't want to see her money making opportunities fail as a result. So
Mhm.
I just don't know how she's gonna fix this one.
Yeah, I don't either. I wish that she would just stay off of Twitter. I think that is the issue that I have is that I understand Twitter is a space for quote unquote freedom of speech. However, it does not need to be the behind the scenes tea type of space or the space where you just like flat out like blast everybody.
Air
Like
out your
I think it's
grievances.
yeah, it's like you go on this like warpath. It's like you don't go on that because what you need to do behind the scenes, like what if you need to get back on the show? What if you get to an all-time low and you need these people to represent you? But now you got this record of dragging people and losing trust. It doesn't look cute. So I'm like, girl, you have too much money, you have too much clout, you have too much, just too much of a lot of things for you to have to stoop to me so low to go on Twitter to bash these people. Like it's not you're not some girl on the street. I know you have that mentality still, but you're not that girl on the street. You ain't
Say it
got the
again.
coins. You are not that girl on the street. So you don't have to do that. I think we don't have to you don't have to entertain everything and anything and also
Thank you,
tell
Devery. Jesus.
you
Oh my
don't.
Lord, forgive me. She has no self control. Like, this lady just will not let things fly. And it's like, are you so small that every small thing is going to bother you? This is something I really wish that Nene would have gotten a hold of a good 10 years ago. You're bigger than this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you cannot continue to try to tell us that you are this huge star and then you let small things that are so beneath you drag you down.
Mm-hmm.
I expect so much more of her. And on the same lines of that, Monique, did you see that shit she's doing?
She's doing bedtime story, binder book stories or book binder stories, and I was like, "What is this? Like, what are we doing? You're capitalizing, and it's too late."
It it's too late. and it's sad. It's simply sad to me. I have a lot of respect for Monique as a businesswoman, as a
Mhm.
mother, as a wife, as a gorgeous person,
I'm a mother.
but what are you doing, sis? You know, you could have all that she could have spent the time from the reunion to now to maybe even 3 or 4 months from now working on a solid plan for continuing her platform. There's no
Hmm.
longevity in a project like Binder Time Stories. Are you kidding me? And not only that, it makes you look petty. This is beneath you. Why
Yeah.
are these you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for setting an expectation that people who get paid to argue with each other would know where the line ends, right? Like cuz I guess for us it's TV, but for them it's their real lives. So maybe the line gets blurred when you've spent so much time doing that. But at some point when the cameras are no longer rolling, I think you have to be able to draw a line between reality and entertainment, and at some point, you have to be like, I'm better than this. You got 3 kids, mama.
Hmm. Yeah, I think you and the thing about it is that also you no longer are part of the show. You quit the show, so I don't think you need to do anything that
Allegedly.
monopolize. Yeah, allegedly quit the show, monopolize of anything that you got from the show, right? Like I don't think that it just needs to happen. What is this Binder Time Stories? Like what
She,
is it a
she,
child book? I don't.
I
What
think
is it?
she's supposed to be taking whatever was in that binder and exposing it out. But the thing is, mom,
Oh, bro.
you could have done what Candy did. Start a YouTube channel. I mean, Karen just started a YouTube channel. She's like, I'm gonna start vlogging. You have so much opportunity to do that. You have a podcast. You're a busy woman. You have not for lazy mom. You have all these things going on for yourself, and you decide that it is smart to do something as petty as this, and it really just makes you look desperate. And
Hmm.
I don't want to have to say these things about someone that I enjoy seeing on my television, and I have high hopes, or at least I had them, but I'm disappointed. I have to be really honest right now. I'm disappointed with Monique.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. Especially these are my two favorites of both of their franchises, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Um, to have my two favorites do something, I'm just kind of like, I don't agree. I don't really
Like,
rock with it. So
there's a way to get revenge, or there's a way to avenge what happened to you on the show, because I totally understand why she's not over it. And my advice is not for her to get over it. My advice is not to continue those antics off camera, because now you're not even getting paid for it.
yeah, you're not.
Like you
You're
were
not.
probably getting like if not over a mil, close to it per whatever,
Episode.
and you are wasting your time exposing this information, and it's not and now it just feels petty, right? Like now it doesn't
Yeah.
even feel like you're avenging anything, it just feels evil. And it kind of felt evil in the first place, but I was like, Giselle deserves it. But now you and Giselle have no legal obligation to each other, no like contractual. You have yeah, legal, no contractual obligation to one another. So what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah. Just let it rest. Let it be. You've done your part. You quit the show. If you really wanted to have this Binder Time Stories, you should have stayed on the show for another season.
Honestly, because then you could have just read it on episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. We could have.
Yeah.
She could have let a new fact. Her storyline could have been every time she get together with a group, she drop a new fact. Keep them niggas on the edge of their seats every time. You know what I mean?
I don't know
Like,
what she gonna say. Like, I don't know what's gonna come out of her. We shouldn't even
meanwhile,
invite her. Whose chapter am I on today? Whose
jeez,
chapter? So
God bless the women, honey. God bless them.
that is what's going on with our girls of Potomac and Atlanta.
Atlanta.
But right now we're going to take a break and we will get back to you all really soon. All right, we are back, y'all. We are back. And of course, we told y'all we have a special guest. So we have Durand, our favorite cousin, in the building with us
Woo,
today.
woo. Yes, honey.
Durand
Thank you
is.
so much for having me. Thank you. It is an honor. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Asha.
Come on, as you all know, he is a singer, songwriter, and producer
And
up in this
performer,
joint,
honey.
and performer,
You gotta add
and
that up in there.
all of the above. And we are super excited to have you on the show with us today. This is going to be a ball already. We already know this is going to be a ball just from
You
the
know, this
vibes.
pocket
that
of the
we're
carrot.
having. Yes. But the first question we have is, how are you doing? What's up? What's going on with life?
Yeah, check in, honey.
Great. Oh my goodness. Like in the same day, like there were just some collaborations going on, just people reaching out. Just good news happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just overflowing with gratitude, child.
Yes, and we know it's Valentine's weekend, y'all. So do anybody got plans for this weekend? I know I don't. I know I got a bottle and video games and myself. So I don't know about y'all, but y'all got any
Yeah,
plans this
yeah,
weekend?
Durand, you got any plans?
That's a good question. I was going, step out for a second, but I didn't have any like set plans. This honestly, it's another day to me. I might end up working.
Mm,
I
I can
might
respect
end up
that.
like at somewhere in the day I might end up working. But if I decide to treat myself, that'll be nice too. Okay, Asha.
okay.
Well, what day of the week is it?
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. It's
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna drink some wine and probably call myself baby boy all day and maybe like watch Girlfriends or some shit. I don't know.
Come on,
it's
girl.
me day. It is
Yeah.
me day.
Yeah,
That's what I tell
always.
people.
Okay.
We also ask all of our guests, what does Black Boy Joy mean to them? Because this is what the podcast is all about. So, what does Black Boy Joy mean to you, Duran?
Wow. Black boy joy means hell. Having the audacity to be yourself.
Mm,
Mhm.
The
mm,
audacity to
come
be
on.
yourself.
Nothing else. You.
Come on, bosom, bitch.
Listen, if I if I could, if I was gonna have me some breasts, I'd definitely be just a little shimmy here and there,
Oh, it's the soundboard for me.
a
It's
little
the.
B cup, something like that, just to keep me going on my way. Okay.
Oh my god, you're funny.
I'm here. We need to invest in the soundboard.
We do, but bitch, I wouldn't know how to work it. That's number one. I'm gonna need a training course.
And reverse it. Okay, Asha.
You need
Listen.
charge classes, honey. Teach me. By the way, I attended church. I attended your church service yesterday.
Which one?
Yeah,
On live.
I sure did. I sure did.
Oh gosh.
You are one of the funniest people I have seen in my entire life.
I don't put up with me. I'll be asking my friends all the time, how do y'all put up with this? Because y'all are putting up with this on social media, but then there are folks that like wake up to this.
Okay.
I get it. I
There
get
are
it.
people
That's
that
me.
like there are people that like first thing in the morning, it's like foolishness.
Mm.
How
Boom.
do y'all put
Just
up
throw
with
it right at you.
Wait, what is your sign? What is your zodiac sign?
I wanted to ask too.
What you say?
dollar? Okay. With a currency foundation. Okay, see, there is
You
a
know what?
PayPal rising. There is a Zelle moon. There is a cash app. So that's what I know. That's the sign that matters and that carries weight. Okay, Asha.
All right. All
But if you
right.
were to ask specifically what time of the year I was born,
Mm-hmm.
April 1st, 1988.
Listen, March 26, 1994. Aries.
I'm December 19th.
So what is it about me that says Aries?
I think it's just
It's
like our.
on.
Oh, I'm one. I'm just very in your face. Like you said, I wake up, you gonna get this energy. You gonna love this energy that you get, regardless of what time of day it is, how you feeling. You gonna take this energy, and it just also we have this like energy that like people just gravitate towards, and it's just like we are honestly ourselves in every space. Every time I've seen you in like interviews and just like shows, you are never like timid. You're never like you like, oh no, it's my time. This about me. So I
Well,
was like,
well, just throw a little curveball. I was actually born September 16th.
What is
Yeah,
that?
see, I throw people off by adding my year, so they can be like, "Oh, you're Aries." Like, yeah, y'all didn't realize I just said April Fools, and then they be like, "Oh yeah, I see that Aries all over you." Yeah, because you be and I just be like, "Oh, okay, no, let me write this
that was
down."
good because I was like this. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, never mind. Listen, it is what it is. Listen, everybody Aries in my eyes. Devin
And
the
you know,
Aries.
You know, I went over to look at the Wikipedia. Birthday ain't even listed on there, and I know that's on purpose. So
That is on purpose.
and I know it is. I said, "Well, ain't that about a bitch?"
I'm like, oh, I was like, you could have told me January 35th, and I would have been like,
Okay.
yeah.
Not you being elusive. You know what? I
Yo,
got
let's
you.
first of all tell us about your upbringing, Durand. Tell us about who you are, where you come
Yes.
from, and how you got into music.
Man. So I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Um, East 93rd in St. Clair. Okay, like
Mm-hmm.
um, both my parents are musicians. They both sing. Grew up in church. Grew up around theater, martial arts, skating. There was just a very musical, loving, rambunctious household. Even though I was the only child,
Mm.
you know.
It sounds
So
eclectic.
oh yeah, yeah. And I had to keep myself entertained because if I ever went to my mother and said that I was bored, she was gonna find something for me to do. And odds are it wasn't gonna be anything that I wanted to do. So I was like, let me keep myself busy. Okay, Asha.
You said I'm gonna find something to keep you busy.
Yeah,
You
I'm gonna
better not
find
tell me.
something for me. So that's why so when I tell y'all I'll be in here in my apartment cracking myself up.
Good.
Like, oh, if I'm laughing at this, I know they're gonna get a kick out of this. So that's how a lot of that stuff comes about.
I feel
Yes.
like we're all the more blessed because of that too. I know you said that your parents worked on Bob the Builder. I'm so curious about what that experience was like for
Yeah,
you,
my
specifically for you.
dad said he worked on Bob the Builder. He said it was some of the easiest stuff he has ever done.
Mm.
Where
Fun,
and
but
how
it
old
was
were you?
so easy because everything was tracks.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they would
Okay.
just come out and it would be yeah. No, he said it was
Wow.
yeah. I was like when he told us that he was mixing for Bob the Builder, I was like, really?
Come on, I'll mix it with for Hip Hop Harry, like
Listen,
Barney. So growing up in a house that was very like music heavy and like your mom and dad being in the music like areas of like work and things like that, did you ever feel pressure to like dabble into the music career or it just like happen gradually?
so music has always and singing has always
Mm-hmm.
been a part of the daily routine. So I thought that because it was something that I always did, I didn't think to do it professionally because I thought I want to be a firefighter or I want to be an actor or I want to be an esthetician or something like that, something random because I always sang. So so it was just like singing is just a part of my everyday thing. So once I got on the road with Earth, Wind and Fire when I was 16 and I got a chance to be in that environment, I was like, oh, got it. Okay, so this is what I could be doing. Yes. Okay, I want to do this. This is what I want to do. Okay, Asha.
You said, "Oh, this is a lifestyle right here."
Yeah, this is it.
Live.
Yeah. So to have Earth, Wind and Fire as my like
God.
the foundation for all of this,
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
remarkable. Oh my god. Did you so you did you go did you travel with your parents when they were doing work in the music industry?
So my dad was the only one that was really doing the traveling. My mom
Yeah.
did like some stuff, but for the most part, it was more so my dad doing the traveling. And I went on the only time I went on the road with him was that time when they needed a production assistant, and so
Okay.
I was filling that spot.
Okay.
Yes. And so I'm gonna be transparent. I found out about your music on Instagram. Oh, sorry, YouTube, and then also Bandcamp. I don't know how I got to Bandcamp. I ended up on Bandcamp, but Alcoholic, Harmony, all of that
Awesome job.
was how I knew you. And I was really like taken aback by first your covers, also like your style of music, also like how you tell stories and how you were like able to go from like a soprano, falsetto to baritone and like the quickness. How did you learn about those abilities that you had under your belt? And then she'd be like, let me showcase this to everybody.
So my voice has gone through so many different I guess, evolutions. And puberty did not help that at all. Like, she's a shady lady. But my mom being a vocal coach, she helped me work through that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was able to find a pocket that fit. But I think the thing that I had to do was to not sing songs that I could not sing every single night.
Mm.
I was trying to give Lettucey and Rochelle Farrell and all this stuff every single song, bitch. And it's like, nigga, who the fuck is going to be singing this every single night?
You said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try.
But wow, impressive.
Gosh. So I was like, no, let me find a pocket that's like that gives me enough, range to play with. So we're not starting up on the second floor. Have mercy. Okay.
It's like, how did we get here? Like we just skipped.
Pick me up.
And also, like you have ability to make your voice like an actual instrument, which is like the most dopest thing. Like me and Devin love live bands. We love live groups, live singers. And the thing about your voice is you could turn your voice into an actual soundboard. And it just is like so interesting and so amazing to see somebody give you a live band from their throat. Like I just be like,
man, some Layla Hathaway type shit, honey. I know that's
hold
right.
on. I remember. No, I wish I could have. I wish I could have recorded me attempting to do that when I met her.
The whistle.
She's like, yeah. So just, and I'm like.
It's like you going under your throat. It's
did she like tell you like what physically is happening in her throat? Like,
lady, I can't. Like, I'm trying to my brain.
And she was so casual. Like, this is how you do it.
Every time I see her do it, I scream.
They just have knacks. They're just gifted. They just have some things just cannot be taught.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I understand that. Definitely what you have is your strength, and what other people have, like Lettucey, amazing. Like I can you like you said, you could try to be on the second floor with Lettucey, but that is Lettucey.
That's not where I live at, sir.
Let me get up there.
No, seriously, why are you up there?
You got the elevator. I'm still at the stairs because your mine's under construction.
I be trying to hit the scats with Lettucey when I hear I blame you. Honey. I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's my girl. That's my girl. Mm-hmm. She's been, yeah.
Yes, it's the connection. It's cold.
I heard you. I heard you describe your sound as Rick James and Erykah Badu if they got into an accident and then Little Richard sang the whole thing. I want to know how the hell you came up with that. Like, what was the moment of realization for that? And one of my favorite things about your voice is that even when I hear the influences, it is undeniably yours.
Yeah, that also took a lot of, I guess, constructing and just finding out what my sound is, because I have all these different influences. I've been a sponge, so it's like, okay, what do you sound like, sir? Mm-hmm. What do you sound like? And yeah, I think just looking at what my main influences are. Like, if we're gonna go like to the core, I'm like, okay, I got to start at the beginning, because that's with Little Richard. He's the reason why we have Prince and Michael Jackson and James Brown and all these other people that he's paved the way for. The Beatles.
Yep.
Right.
The white man.
Child.
The white man.
Inspiring the children. Do you hear me?
Right.
So we gotta go from there, because he gonna tell the whole story. That's what I'm saying. Now he gonna witness everything, gonna tell the whole story.
Okay.
Sounds of like Rick, the niggerish qualities of Rick, and then just like the sultry like twang of Erykah, and then they'll just like get into a car accident, like those sounds.
Boom. Yeah. That's speaking of legends, though, you have like early into your career, legends have like just just gravitated and loved your vibe and loved your artistry and things like that. And you didn't have necessarily a direct like album out at the time. So did you ever feel like pressure in those spaces with you having like your music, your EPs out and things of that nature to like overly impress them? Like, listen, I got the chops. Or was it just like, I'm gonna just show up and be like me?
You know, what I've learned, especially being independent, you know, I don't have a friggin', you know, machine.
A machine, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so it's like it's a very small team that we have. But give me that one more time. Try to rant.
So I was saying, did you feel with you not having a direct like album out or being independent and you having these legends like want to be with you and like so be a part of your
Okay. Right. So first of all, that's very gratifying for me to be grinding out here as long as I was, and I didn't realize that it was friggin' this past December. It'd been 13 years since I posted my first video.
Wow. Wow.
Like I grew up like on the internet. So I didn't just pop up out of nowhere. You know, me and Ari both, like we've been on YouTube.
Coca Court, honey.
I've been
Coca Court, right? Before it was Ari, right? Like,
high school, I used to sit up and watch those videos. I'm so fascinated by you guys' friendship. I wanted to know when you met her.
Oh gosh. June. It was June 2010.
Oh my God. That's before 5 Finger Discount.
Right before 5 Finger Discount. And we had already, you know, knew each other via YouTube, but she was just so sweet and awkward and just so unsure of herself, but just at the core, you could just tell like she had something. And I'm so glad, even with the stuff that happened with her name and her old manager, like the fact that she was able to just rise up out the, you know, ashes like that. I'm just
like, oh, you're like, come on, eat it. One more time.
Yeah, give us a vocal, honey. I'm with it.
I cannot. I just cannot.
Oh my God.
I think of the goodness. Okay, pardon me.
Listen, it's in us. It's always there.
Shout out to the air fryer, by the way.
Come on, make it work. Make it work.
You know, the microwave is the Old Testament. The air fryer is the New Testament. Okay.
Everybody got that. If you did not get that for Christmas, if you didn't get that for a gift, what are you missing out on?
Yeah, what am I missing out on?
Am I getting to that age now where I'm getting excited about kitchen appliances? Like,
yes.
I'm there. I am
too.
A lemon squeezer, and bitch, I thought I was on cloud 9 off the strength of not having to use my hands to squeeze a lemon. I'm not kidding you.
What's the pans, the cast iron? I didn't know.
I got one of them too.
I got a cast iron skillet. Yep.
You can't tell me shit.
Okay, that's the one. And you make sure that when you wash that bitch, you do not put that in the dishwasher.
No.
You wipe it with some soap and water, and then you put that oil and that grease back up on.
So you talked about also you worked with as a background singer for Erykah Badu, and that is like one of your idols. So how was that like experience? Like I'm really in this like in the mix with my like one of my all-time favorites. How was that experience?
Look at this.
So we're gonna go back to 22-year-old.
Yes.
Getting a message on Twitter saying that Erykah Badu is looking for you. I beg pardon.
I'm here.
And from there on, it was just something in me shined so bright that she's like, nah, I need you to be a part of this. I need you close by. And it was when I was just telling someone, I finally found the words. When you can inspire your inspiration.
Oh! Like I'm inspiring you and you're my inspiration. Like how is that?
What I'm saying. Like, how is this happening? You're saying God. I'm inspiring you, but you've praised.
Look at
Yeah.
God.
It's a new feeling.
It is like I said, just drowning in gratitude, because I know this is a very unique circumstance, and everyone does not get a chance to to experience that. So
Mhm.
it even made me even more conscious. Like, I hope one day that I inspire someone and I see something in them and I'm like, yo, you inspired me. Like,
It's so powerful.
I await those moments.
It's powerful though. It's when people. I think it makes them human. You know, it's you are in reach. You're reachable. You're in grasp. Like it ain't like you on this pedestal in my head. But the fact that you can see me and like come take me up there too. I'm like, let's ride, let's go, which is
Oh, and
amazing.
please don't mind the noise that you hear. My crazy ass neighbor, she ain't right upstairs, child.
Listen, I don't hear nothing.
Okay, cool.
I don't hear nothing.
It's the
I'm-
nautical name for real. Like, it's foolishness. It is such foolishness.
I mean, it's LA.
I know, right?
You don't know what you gonna get. I visited one time and I literally just heard people just like yelling back and forth like they had their window open. And I was
Bitch, I would
like,
be right in that window listening because I'm a nosy ass motherfucker. I would have been right there.
No. The building behind me, there'd be so much commotion going on, and I'd be opening my window with my mug, like,
just
what is happening?
just
You need to shut the
like they
Scoping.
fighting.
Uh-uh.
They fighting.
fuck. I be waiting. Ambulance be over there every other night. I be
Ambulance.
the ambulance, baby, in full effect.
Durand.
I'm dead. It's the ambulance for me. That's what I call it.
Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh, I cannot.
Yes.
I'm like, I listen. I'm looking at Devin. I'm like, there's Devin. Next question.
I'm dead, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. So obviously, I think it's because you're such a talented person, and then you also have what I mean. We don't know you, but you seem to have an awesome personality.
Oh him? What you talking about?
you have an awesome personality.
Thank you.
So I know that it is so easy for someone to see that, and then it's like it's infectious. So how were you able to not to because I know that for so many male R&B artists or just musical artists in general, especially when they're Black, it's so difficult for them to come to a point where they're just like, I'm about to go out here and be my authentic self.
Mm.
So, funny thing, I never came out and said I was anything.
Mm.
Like, I've been openly me, and niggas made their own assumptions, and I just kind of like let them have it.
Okay.
How and reason being was because, in my early 20s, I'm still, discovering what it is that I like and I don't like, and then, moving out the house and, getting into a new environment.
Yeah.
And then I discovered, I think I identify with the word queer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it gives me like a foundation to belong to a community, but not to limit myself to certain experiences,
Like
Yes.
like, yeah. So it's like, and to bring that back around, I never had a chance to hide my feminine characteristics. So I've always been at the forefront of, verbal ridicule and physical assault,
Mhm.
but I feel like that also toughened this skin of mine to where it's like, fuck everybody else. Mom and daddy love and embrace me. Okay, to hell with this acceptance shit. I don't need you to accept nothing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been me. We good over here. You know what I'm saying? If it don't work for you, that's fine.
Mhm.
So that's kind of where I got, and the burn has been kind of slow, just because when you do it by yourself, like, you are your marketing team. You are your, but also we have social media. Like,
Yes, we do.
it is a platform, so I always tell people, use it to your advantage. You never know what's gonna go viral. I don't even be knowing. I be trying to keep up.
You had to figure social media out on your own.
Yeah. Because I was actually around social media in its infant stages, like when like dial-up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like America Online and
Yes.
you know, chat rooms and
Chat
stuff like
rooms.
that. Yeah, like that. I was around during that time. Black Planet, Tagged. Uh,
Mhm.
I don't know what tagged is.
I heard
see,
of tag.
yeah,
That's
that was back. That was about 15 years ago for
that
me.
one was foreign to me.
And then finally getting on MySpace, and then transitioning to YouTube. So I've seen it kind of gradually, and for the most part, I kind of got my hands in it. I still have not mastered TikTok.
Ugh.
You
If
would
you
do so
need,
well at it
listen,
though. Wow.
if you need help, I got you. Because it's the algorithm on, sorry, TikTok is the algorithm.
I'm stressed. Oh my gosh.
It's the
And I know you're gonna do
algorithms.
great when you figure it out. Cause I'm over here, like I'll be on Twitter looking at these damn roller skate videos, and I just be like, wow, this is so amazing.
Listen, if you do a challenge, if you be like, if you make people duet with you, that'll be happy. If you make them fly on the wall, listen, if you make them do a duet with that song, if I could be a fly on, I wanted to sing it. That's all. That's all. I was like, oh, can you do the intro for me? Just the intro for Fly on the Wall. If I could be.
What the verse?
Yes.
So I played a game of heart, and that's when you find out trifling folks really are. Oh Lord, but little did I know
Oh my god.
the questions were bound to get out of control. Good grief.
Do you know how many draws I would sing off if I could do that?
You know what's funny though? Let me tell you. This guy who I met off of YouTube, one of the homies, Ivan Ellis, he asked me one time, have you ever used like singing to like get sex? And I'm like, I beg your pardon?
What? What is that?
Like, what kind of establishment do you think this is?
This is a Wendy's.
This is not a takeout. This is not a hot and go. It's not a drive-through. Hell.
I have not offered any sort of services to obtain such things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like what you said you are. You're a person that just sings with your friends. You just will just sing.
I'm always it's always some kind of musical something, a jingle happening somewhere,
And that's a talent. Okay. Come up with a jingle on the spot and make it like you can see a table, you can see like a cup, and make that a song that's marketable. Jingles.
I be feeling like my improv could use like some brushing up.
Oh
Like,
shit! I can't
like
tell.
when I look at like shows like Wildin' Out, I would love to go on Wildin' Out, but I'm like the freestyle shit. I'll be like,
You know they practice.
Yeah.
okay, because I be having to like.
Yeah, they practice.
Like I can write. I can now. I can child. I can write.
Mhm.
Child.
We know.
Don't
It's
we?
but
You're witty, so I really doubt that would be difficult for you. I
Yes.
really
I
highly
would,
doubt that.
I would love to be on Wild.
Well, there we go. It's gonna happen.
it's when they get back together. When they
It's soon. They're going back. They're coming back.
they are.
Yeah, they Viacom invited Nick
they gotta
back.
do COVID test at the door. They rapid test now.
Yeah.
15 minutes find out. It's the new norm. We just gotta adapt. We have to adapt.
How has it been for you? Like with COVID, and you also dropped your album during COVID. How has that been? Because I know you want to get out there and like do so much, but how has that been for you?
So I almost was wondering if I should have dropped it or not. But I felt like people really needed some good music. And I felt like with this body of work, I felt I wanted to leave the impact that Solange left me when she dropped A Seat at the Table. And she dropped that right around the time that I dropped Soundcheck, actually.
Yeah.
Funny because me and Solange have dropped wow. Okay, so when I dropped damn, I just realized this. when I dropped my Extra Stinking Christmas project in 2012, she dropped True in
Mm-hmm.
2012. And then in 2016, she dropped A Seat at the Table, and I dropped Soundcheck. And I remember
Yes.
covering Don't You Wait during my set. But anyway,
Mm.
I I felt like I had been fulfilled
Mm.
in an area that I didn't even know that was void,
Mm-hmm.
that needed to be filled. That's what I felt like when I listened to A Seat at the Table at that time. And I was like, I really hope that people feel this way when they listen to this. Like they feel fulfilled, like, wow, this is like, wow. Listen, like, damn, I heard a bridge in forever.
Yes.
Did he just give us a 90s walk up? Oh my
Yes.
gosh, like I am laughing and I'm being serenaded. It's like if Luther or Whitney like came out with comedy albums.
That's the one. That's it right there.
Oh
That's
my
what it
God.
did.
And I just, so to know that I'm making people laugh,
Yes.
that's
But you know
Yes.
what? I was in the shower listening, and I was like, it is crazy how you're clearly having so much fun, but you're so good at what you're doing. And it's clear that like these songs are coming from a real place, real experiences. Like the craft is taken seriously, but yet you're having so much fun and it translates so
Mm-hmm.
well.
And you also like recorded majority, if not all, of this at home, correct? At
oh,
like it.
well 3 feet from where I'm sitting
Mm,
on my desk. Yeah, that's where I recorded my album. The
damn.
only the only exception was Summons. I
Yeah.
actually went to Kendra Streeter's studio out in San Bernardino, and we built that song from scratch. But
That bass is it.
I be letting bass have its way. We
I should.
can like bass will have its way if nothing.
It got me
Um,
together.
I
so
live. How so going into the album, because this is why we this album that you and okay, ampersand, come on, and how was the process for you coming up with your first like album? Like what was that like how, like talk us through that, because this is, I loved it.
crazy, y'all. Durand is my ninth project.
Mm-hmm.
My ninth.
That's like I said, Bandcamp for me.
You know, I've had to tell people like at one point I was making homie music.
In my
And
mind.
that is that's music that your homies support because you the homie, but not fans of the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna come to the show, have you know, in the support. It's not really like, you know, he can sing, but like the songs ain't really like so
Yeah.
it's like now that I found that sweet spot, and it's like, oh,
Mm.
after 9 projects, we finally got it. Woo!
Yeah, I think that goes to like music has changed now, right? I think we are not in the space. Well, most people, I think we're not looking for that commercial shit that's on the radio anymore. Like that's cute for the radio. Like y'all can do whatever, but if you really want to get to the artists or get to these other, you have to listen to people that experiment. And I think that's something that I appreciate about you. It's when I hear songs, I'm feeling like you experiment and you just like this gonna go. This is like when you said let's do a walk up. I was like, girl, was that supposed to make it to the album? Was that supposed to make it? And
There were literally, I would go back and I would have these songs recorded before I had any of the commentary on there, and I would be saying them to myself as I'm going. I'm like, let me add this in there. Let sing Nate Dogg. Let me put that in there. Like that just let me look. Like just the little things that I've learned to appreciate
Mhm.
in songs and music, just those little nuances,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And with this your debut album, did the feedback or the reactions from it, was it what you intended, or was it something that you were just like shocked by?
I felt so I had an intention when I put it together, because I was having anxiety before it came out and everything. Feeling like, well, if I don't want this to just come and go, because I don't have a machine behind me, but I felt like if I really put like some bops together, then the music would speak for itself. They would spread the
Hmm.
word. If it's bopping, if it's
Hmm.
good, if it's good enough to be like, if it's enough for that, then it's enough to like tell somebody, okay, then we're on to something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So from Tierra Whack, Yeba, Erica, Janelle, I mean, just the reception has been wonderful.
Mhm.
And I'm so glad that I took my time uh to really cultivate like a body of work. Like everybody's just been throwing out EPs and I get it. Like
Mhm.
not like it if y'all knew just the shenanigans that took place to wrangle like 11 different producers together.
It sounds like a lot.
It is, even though I'm just recording it here, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to go anywhere specifically, but I mean, still, like it's a lot that goes on with that. So I see why people are just like, look, we just gonna do 3 to 5 songs, child, and let that be that. So I completely understand, but I still come from an era of we was putting out albums, 40, 45 minutes at least.
Right.
I don't-
22 songs. And
Healthy
it's
appetite for that.
22 songs, that's what I'm saying. So this whole thing about 30 minutes, like, god damn, y'all, like, y'all
Yeah.
could give us 15 more minutes.
why your
Damn.
song only 2 minutes and 30 seconds? Mine's
I'm
over here
hungry.
7.
But keep in mind though, the shorter the song, the more streams.
Oh.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
So
true.
like when Rihanna came out with the birthday cake, the interlude, and we were like, bitch, how dare you? And then Beyonce came out with the Beyonce, and that was the and then
Yes.
she did that. It was just like this little wave of just like interludes or shorter songs that's gonna get them streams up.
Yeah. I didn't think that's smart. I didn't think of that. It's so good, but I hate it.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's so bittersweet.
I was so sure we gotta replay it.
Mm-hmm. That's like we talk about Victoria Monet's interludes on her album, and like we just be like,
Big boss.
child, big boss, you got to go back to it. Like, you know, hold on, wait, we got to hear it again. Put it on repeat. So, what was one of you? What was? I know you have a lot. You probably have a lot. But what was like your the most favorite? Wow, what was your favorite song to produce on the album, or one that you just was like, I know this got to be on the album, like immediately?
Man, there was a couple, like 3 in particular that I knew for sure. Like Racket.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Like I was gonna be so mad at TK if we could not get some songs on that album. But he did Gratitude as well, and I was like, this album is gonna feel so empty if I do not have Racket and Gratitude on here. So I was just like, you know what? If I gotta push this shit back, I'm gonna push it back.
I'm gonna wait
without these songs because Racket is the Velociraptor of the album, and anybody that loves that is a fan of Jurassic Park franchises, you'll understand what I mean by that, because the Velociraptors, while you'll know that they're a part of the franchise, they're not there in the beginning. You'll see the T-Rex before you see the Velociraptor, and then you'll go through the whole movie and then it's like, oh, I forgot about them, bitch. Oh. And they travel in packs, and it's like, no, you need to watch out for that. Like I say, Racket is that girl. Yeah.
Listen, Stuck. Okay, I just want to just say Stuck.
I'm singing it in my head right now.
Like we knew you and Ari were friends, and we knew somehow, some way, and also you were on the, her deluxe album too. So I was like, okay, cool. But then when we heard this original shit with y'all too, I was like, amazing. So that was my favorite. I live for Stuck. I hear that on repeat.
Now that feels so good, and I tell people that the production of it sounds like if Lunez's "I Got 5 on It" had a little cousin that stayed down the street.
I know that's right.
Uncle Zach's house.
That's about right.
You know, yeah.
It just it's crazy.
Then you hear it, and it's like I hear all the elements.
I love it.
It was Relocate and Prepared for me. I used to tweet Fleet for fun, and so Prepared reminded me of Fleeting, and I like have a very particular relationship with Fleeting, so I was very, very pleased. And I was like,
oh my
God.
there.
I know it's in there.
Listen, the tops. No, what is it? Yeah, the tops shall be topped.
I
said the tops shall be topped. That's what it is about. Okay, if I'm on stage, we on stage.
Loved it.
It's not just one
The
person.
versatility.
And I had gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, we're 30 now.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
if I'm going to discuss and I'm going to talk about sex, what is that going to translate? Like, because I'm goofy, but it's like, what is that going to be? So I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
company one. And then prepared is just like right in your face. Like that's very much like I was trying to keep it cute on company. Like I'm gonna give you, a safe space where you can be, but like prepared, I'm like, look, bro.
Let that shit loose.
Okay, real. I'm rolling out the red carpet.
Is that the first time you've done something like that?
You said what?
Is that song one of a kind? Like, is that the first of its kind?
It's the first of its kind that has seen the light of day. There's been like that I haven't recorded that were questionable, or that I wanted to record. I did one during the anxiety era, back in 2013.
Yep.
And 2012 going to 2013, and I remember the song is called "Rub." Oh gosh, and the content in there was just like, ooh.
We gotta go back.
I wonder if that's it. See, if you go to my Patreon, you'll be able to go to my folder, and I have like all my like demos and unreleased shit that I,
check out the Patreon.
Yeah,
that's good for me.
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Okay,
but
to go back to your question.
This is like I said, this is us at the house. We chilling. We having all our conversations.
Wait. And I answered it already. That's how you know I'm high, child.
You did.
That sounds like Devin.
You've talked about wanting to leave your audience full, and I've gone to enough shows now to see that there are a lot of artists who have rituals that they do, like at the end of a show or whatever. Is there anything that you do specifically to make sure that your audience leaves there full and inspired?
I have to make sure that I'm completely comfortable. Like I'm just rooted in self as far as like being like centered within myself, so that I can have fun, because if I have fun, everybody else is gonna have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's like the main thing. Because
Yes.
I'm one of those things. Badu said she has her mouth. She said her mouth she got under control. It's a face that needed different.
We know that. we see that.
But,
Erica. Oh my god.
Like, yeah. So
very affirming to hear that.
Yeah, we're a work in progress.
All right. I have a personal question. So why yellow? Let's get into that. Yellow is it's a staple in not just your like music, but just who you are. Why yellow? Because we have yellow, of course. We have yellow too. So why yellow for you?
I'm so glad that you asked. Once upon a time, MTV had a marathon back when they used to play music videos.
DRL.
Yes, we're going yes. Turn to your neighbor and say way back.
Way back.
They were playing a marathon of music videos, pop music videos in particular. And there was one video by Lil Cease and Miss Lil Kim. It was the Crush on You.
Look.
And in the video, there were 4 primary colors. Yes, indeed. And while the green was mean, while the blue looked good on you, while the red had you on your head, I have to say that the yellow made us feel nice and mellow. And there is where I discovered, I think I can choose a color. It's gonna be yellow. And it feels good.
Yes.
Yes.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Come on. Yes. And that's the answer.
That is okay. Behind yellow. It's
a motherfucking story.
Behind the music. Behind the music.
I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Lil Kim is an inspiration. There are a number of things I've gotten from Miss Mama. It's okay. Alone.
Mm.
Iconic.
She helped me.
Honestly, like I appreciate that somebody else can say that there's a part of their personality that has come from Lil Kim because I spent a good year figuring out what my inner Kimberly Jones was like, and I ended up being a bad bitch.
You from the hood now? You in the hood now, baby?
I had to remind somebody is that I'm a bad bitch and I'm that nigga.
Yes.
Not to be confused with a bitch ass nigga or a bitch made nigga.
Oh my god.
But I'm that bitch. And I'm that. I said nigga.
Yes. Oh. Just go to church. Listen, church.
Honey, yes.
Gotta eat a bowl of cereal over there.
Church all over here,
Okay.
okay? We listen, praise and worship, praise break, all of that. We all here.
Oh,
this is what we're here for.
Listen. At my church, the communion is gonna be waffle fries, and that is because and the reason how are we gonna have waffle fries at my Sunday service?
Tell us.
How? Because we have somebody on the air fryer committee.
Air fry.
The air fryer committee in the house.
Sister Patrice with that peanut oil.
We will be collecting those fries Saturday evening. Okay, sealing them right on out. Preparing the lemon pepper.
Oh my god.
Serving them to the community. Because you said y'all was closed on Sunday. Not my Sunday.
What?
The way you act up. The way you act up.
and here's the thing, right? Devin knows me. Devin, no, if you give me that inch, I'm taking a mile. So I'm gonna
listen, okay. That's me. That is me all day. I'm like, do not let me catch you laughing at what I'm doing because once I got you, I'm like,
don't do that.
Ooh, child. I'm telling you. Now, the quick little thing. I saw Can't Wait to Go Outside. How long did it take y'all to make that?
Oh, it didn't take long. Like 2 takes.
Good song. I fucked with that. I actually listened to it like 15 times in a row.
I just played that not too long ago. Cause going through a list of my Durand Bernarr playlist because I'm still expanding that too. Okay,
I say.
And yeah, that was one of the first songs. Well, the song of the quarantine.
Yes.
Yeah, we did a quarantine song in 2020.
That video was great. It was very great.
Yes.
I know it wasn't like a full production, but wow, was it entertaining?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be entertained. Like if anything.
That's dope. So you being independent and all that, do you ever feel like you want that mainstream life? Do you ever feel like you want that machine behind you? Do you feel like, I've been working this hard, I'm gonna stick to it? Or are you like, get that team?
In my mind, I would like to have a Janelle Monáe, like even on like some
Wonderland,
where it's like I can do I can go on the road, I can tour and all that stuff, and then I can go and be chill in my neighborhood. Like I don't have to worry about, So it's just, but I also don't have any control over that. I could drop an Old Town Road tomorrow, and the next 180 days is just like,
and you'll never have privacy again. That's
what I'm saying. And it's just listening to that that interview that Wendy did with Whitney. But when Whitney was talking about like people are like hanging out in her bushes and in the trees taking photos, like it's just, I don't want that kind of fame, but I don't have control over that. If I'm up out there,
damn, yo,
it's like God, damn, it's just like, oh, do I really like?
There's a sweet
All right.
spot.
Like, all right,
There's a
What
sweet
you gonna
spot.
do?
you know, I would hope there I would hope there's a sweet spot for me. I would
Okay.
hope that it's not no craziness, you know, and it can be very much like, what's
Yeah.
up, bro? Like that. They gotta faint. Like, come on now.
I think about Britney. Like I said, Free Britney. I just watched the documentary. The paparazzi was the reason she did all that. We naming that, okay? It was the paparazzi. So I get that. I understand. Like when you got all these lights and you just trying to go to get a tattoo or go get some food,
Jesus.
and you can't even
Child,
get,
pick your nose. I mean,
you
do
can't do
normal
nothing.
shit.
You can't do
I-
anything. Everything that you're going through as a person is publicized
Oh
for
God.
our consumption.
Yeah.
Like every mistake you make, like
Mhm.
there is no grace. There is no grace given.
I wonder if there's a way to force the grace. If there's a way to maneuver around. I'm obviously it hasn't. The greatest have not found a way to do so, but I do wonder sometimes if there is a way to maneuver around that stuff.
Hmm. For me, at least in my mind,
Mhm.
I'm learning as I go. But my thing is just be forthfront about it.
That's what I
Mhm.
thought.
You know, like can't nobody come and tell your story better than you can tell your story.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go and tell. No, I'm gonna bring my skeletons out with me, bitch. And I'm like, this is exactly what this was. The femur is connected to the face ass. Okay.
Right. Because it won't be a shock, right? When you tell the world, when you are the one that's listening, this is my trials and tribulations, this is my personal stuff.
Yeah.
When somebody else talks about it, girl, I beat you to that.
First of all, let's go on over to the book of 8 Mile. Okay. Rabbit laid his own self out
Hmm.
so somebody else to come and say shit.
Olivia Pope taught me well, honey.
Listen, so like, get what you gonna say now?
Yeah. And that is that. I think that is something that's dope. Like I said in your interviews, you are you.
Yes.
You are unapologetic. You will name what it is, how you feel, and I think that is dope. And I think being Black boys and one of you on the show, I think that is an inspiration to us all. Is also not feeling like you have to come out, right? If you have to identify, label yourself. You want to be in the art in the industry, because I think that's another thing too. Is there's starting to be more queer men rising up in, like, MNEK, Tadrick Hall, all of that stuff. But like I think there's still this crowd or this road of like, if I'm an artist and I'm queer, like what can I do? And I think that is dope to have somebody that's named yourself queer, didn't have to come out, to the limelight, and just was you. And I think that's an inspiration, because it's like I don't gotta wear this shirt that say I'm gay or I'm bi or I'm a singer. Y'all gonna get that.
I was literally having like a Raven Simone moment. They're like, so are you gay or that? I'm an American.
I think we've all done that.
Very much like,
We've all listened.
I'm an American. What do you mean?
Listen, we all have done that.
Yeah. Now, if folks want to, like, if somebody were to say, well, what do you prefer? Then it's like you might get a different answer. But if you're gonna ask me like, what is this? I'm like, I'm still figuring this out. So like, it's just,
and that is important. That is so important to still say you are still figuring this out.
Yes.
Because in your 30s and age, whatever,
Listen, let me tell you something. There have been things that I said in my early 20s, even in my teen years, that I would never do.
Yep.
We have so much what we not gonna do, and then you live life a little bit, bitch, and then you'll see how things gonna be going. Okay, Ashe.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I can only say what I removed never from my vocabulary.
Me
So
too.
I replaced that with I don't see myself doing this, or I don't plan on doing that, or I don't have a desire for that.
Yeah.
That could change over time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm more so just, I try to be honest with who I am at this present time, because that's really all that matters.
Mm-hmm. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
I appreciate that approach.
I wouldn't. So my and just to touch on that, I don't think anyone should have to come out.
Yeah, we do air quotes too.
Man, like, cause like folks aren't coming out and saying I'm straight. No one cares.
All right.
I truly like if one more person comes out, I get it. Listen, I'm not trying to be.
JoJo CY came out.
Yeah, because I understand it's important for there to be representation and for for younger kids to understand that there are other ways of life and whatnot, and you're not by yourself. But I mean, again, it's like
Just be.
just be you.
I mean,
you don't have to have all the answers. That's the other thing.
We never
Yeah.
do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just you. Who are you? You're you. That's
Yeah.
all you gotta.
I love that. I think in our like a sport specific to in our community, coming out also has a ripple effect of other things. So it's like, child, I'm not about to come out to be a casualty for you all. So
And
I
I
think
get
that
it.
is
And I also get that as well. People need to, at least I would recommend not being at the mercy of anybody else.
Come
when you
on.
do that, unless you know your foundation is sturdy with the people that you're going to be saying this with, especially your family. But if you're like, you're relying on them for like shelter and certain things, it's like
Yep.
unless you can go out here and not have to depend on them, then that's one thing. But I would just wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just like
Yeah.
don't quit your job until you find another one.
True. I tell people that all the time. I said I came out when I was in college. Okay, my parents cannot take nothing from me. None of that stuff. If you in a house, be strategic.
It never stops. I feel
They
like I
want
want
to take something, don't they?
You're like, oh, you gay? I'm gonna take your phone. What? Okay.
to.
I'm gonna cut you off. Oh, I'm gonna kick you out. So yeah. But
Yeah,
Devin, yeah.
I have to laugh at that, but
Mhm.
yes,
It's life.
just to be in a position where you are self-sufficient,
Yeah.
or like I said, or that your village has your back.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
you don't want to put yourself. I would never advise anybody to put themselves in danger like that. 'Cause
Yes.
that's still a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's a
know?
lot of the fear. Like, and then some of us end up surprised that that's not the case when we build up this like belief in our brain based on just like the slight homophobic comments people you love might make. So you think, okay, because of that one thing, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a problem with it. That was my experience. But I
Yeah.
feel like with coming out, it feels like you go on a coming out tour, and then
You
at some
never
point
just
you
come out
gotta be like,
once.
look, I'm done.
You don't just come out once.
That was the other thing. And then if I were to come out and say this, by the time everybody got updated with what I done changed and evolved, now I got some updates. I'm like, nah, we're not gonna do this.
Fair.
Do this because I'm still figuring shit out. So no, you trying to figure shit out over here, you gonna fuck around and be more lost than I am. And I'm
Okay.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? So like, please don't do it to yourself.
No.
I tell people you might see my lips to a cooch one day. I'm not telling you you will. I'm not telling you you won't. But I do. I don't say I never. I don't say never.
You never know.
Yeah. You never know.
No.
That's why I said queer really means strange or odd, unconventional.
Yes.
I was like, oh yeah, I was like that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see it for that because earlier on I didn't have any labels that, like I said, that made sense to me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
So right now, there's probably a list of these, but what has been your proudest accomplishment to this date? Right now, what have you been like? I did that.
Gosh.
You can list a lot. Listen, like I said, if you want to list a whole page,
Oh, look at that.
So okay, right. So
It's so cute.
because there's like, oh, okay. So first, of course, Erykah Badu reaching out, like that, and just it wasn't management, it was her.
yes.
Being able to sing for the Mark Twain Prize that Dave Chappelle received, and Dave Chappelle is one of my favorite comedians. Being a part of a project that will be out later this year.
Yay.
It's on some legendary shit.
Oh
And
shit.
that's another thing that I'm just like, ooh.
Y'all hear live. Y'all hear firsthand if y'all haven't heard already.
See me. Ooh. And listen, when this comes out, when I tell you I'm sticking my head so far up my ass, like,
Oh,
'cause
listen, we can
I've
have
been,
you back too.
I've been so modest about everything, like, child. But no, it's like I have to actually write down all the stuff that I've done. Like, it's been a long time. Niggas is
Hmm.
blown up on the internet.
Yes, yes. Oh,
You
I
were
love it.
there. You were there before people was getting paid. You were there before people were getting paid for
Listen,
internet.
when you were just pressing record and you just had to make that shit work with no stop,
Hmm.
no edit. It's a full production now. See, we got lights, got the camera crew, all that
Yes.
stuff. Like, it was a completely different era. And so it's interesting to
Mm.
see that transition. And every once in a while, I like to give them just some raw, just sing, don't have to be the extra stuff. Just give us what we fell in love with,
Mm.
Hmm.
you
Yes.
know.
That's good to hear. I'm glad that you able to name those things. Sometimes we forget our accomplishments, but it's like, no, we need to be able to. Like we tell people, brag. It's
You know
specifically with
what?
us.
Yes.
And one more I want to say, um, getting into therapy,
Mm,
I
that's a
like
whole
that.
episode.
especially in the midst of a pandemic.
Oh,
Say,
I'm actually a little upset that I hadn't started earlier. Um,
Grace.
I'm just thinking about all the things that I could have been unpacking and all the shit I could have let go of and the things that I could have bettered. But
mm-hmm.
on timing,
Yes, I think
timing.
I
that's
mean,
important.
you could be
Therapy
60.
man. I've been the therapy plug for the
Oh,
home.
that's
You
right.
hear me? Like,
Yes.
y'all need some
Yeah,
help.
listen, therapy. No,
You look like you need
Devin.
I got
Devin was telling me about that. I got it during COVID. Yeah, I got went to therapy because COVID was a whole nother beast in itself. You think you can hang out by yourself, but then when you really hanging out by yourself, you like,
Healthy people lost it. Healthy people who have not had like severe issues with mental illness had to see therapists because they were like, "Oh no, hell no, I can't do this."
mhm.
yeah.
Would you also consider your music therapy for you or others? Because I can see your music being therapy for others as well. Just because music is something that gets me through any mood, any emotion, and I just want to know, would you consider that therapy?
The first thing that came to my mind was, did you smoke today?
Love that song.
Mhm.
Something on your stomach. And I just really needed to do a check-in. Like, I needed just to ask yourself. We don't ask each other that enough. Did you eat?
Mm.
Bitch, are you taking care of yourself?
Mm.
You know? And I just like somebody listens to that, it's just reminding them like somebody that doesn't even know me is checking in on my well-being.
Hmm.
I felt taken care of.
Yes,
First time
it's
I heard
like
it, I was like,
I
"Oh, thank
too,
you."
I
No,
too,
seriously. Okay, it's giving very much Child of Jill and Erica and just those
and those are
women.
the people. You are in that, and I'm gonna name it. You're in that space now. For me, the Jill Scotts, the Erica Badu's, you have a vibe, right? I think that is a whole, not neo soul, that is a thing, but like a vibing type of R&B that like you play when you just want to relax, right? And also when you want to turn up, but it's a storytelling too. It's the storytelling for me. I'll be listening. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is damn it. I'm going on a journey, and I didn't even know. I don't want it to end. So.
That is the main thing that I want people to experience is I just want them to go on an adventure.
Mm-hmm. And you doing that?
Music, like I want to like really pick at their brain, like, what do
Mm-hmm.
you mean by when he said karma ain't gonna do shit because it never did exist? Excuse me, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
Let's talk about that. Right. Just
I was
You
gonna
know?
ask.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, that was what I was gonna ask. Like
Yeah.
when I heard that song, I wanted to know. Can you tell us?
I didn't even know that was a part of it.
we
So
just boom.
right. Well, so Sam's vibe I constructed when I was on Couch Ministries.
Mm-hmm.
Between 2000 and I got tired of people asking how are you doing because it was just like it was an up or down type thing. So um I started just saying, well, instead of asking me how I'm doing, just ask like, nigga, did you smoke today? Like, did you eat? Are you taking care? Like, just check up on me like that. Just kind of giving people something else to ask, because
Mm-hmm.
it's such a cliche thing to just how you doing, and you really ain't don't want them to say like
How they really doing?
for real, like no, just say you
Yeah.
good and keep moving. But just that check in, I feel like that, and so and then getting to the bridge when I said I don't believe in karma, not in the commercial way that uh that we have made it out to be. You hurt my feelings, you offended me, so the universe gonna come and get you on my behalf. Bitch, you are not that special.
You're not.
So the universe is too busy trying to hold this all this shit up. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So but I believe that we are karma.
Okay.
Mm.
And I use the example of 3 people that you encounter in a crowded space. So you got the first person that you bump into
Mm-hmm.
that probably was so drunk they didn't even notice what was going on. Then the second person you encounter, you step on their shoes, but this person just got a promotion at their job, and they like, bitch, you caught me on the right night because
I ain't gonna beat your ass.
I have something to lose, so I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be cute. Then you got that one that you're going to encounter or bump into, and you're not gonna say excuse me, and they just gonna bop you in the back of the head because they got time. So it's not even about karma. It's a cause and effect.
Yeah. Okay.
And not everybody is going to be subjected to your foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
When they say, oh, you're gonna meet that one, sometimes we are that one for somebody.
Okay.
Because up until that point,
They got away with it.
they you know what I'm saying, they had a way that they was going. What is the quote? There's what you're used to, and then there's me.
Yes, you got the right one at the wrong time, bitch.
That's the right one. And sometimes we are that one. And so I feel like at that moment we are karma. We are taking
Mm-hmm.
things into our own hands, because karma is the idea of, okay, I'm not gonna do anything physically. I'm gonna let the universe handle that because it's really keeping us from being violent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the idea of, okay, let me just keep it cute because the universe is gonna get you. So like whatever.
Yes.
To keep you from whipping their ass.
Okay.
So I let them believe that it is, but it's not. We are karma.
So what is next for Durand? What is on the list?
Visuals.
Mm.
Visuals, content.
Oh, we do visuals.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
I've been very much giving Clubhouse tea with all these projects where it's just like you gotta
hear me.
to it. Listen, it's an experience. You gotta just
Not Clubhouse.
Nah, we're gonna bring some stuff to life. I have some dope ideas for it, and
Can't wait to
yeah.
see.
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you.
And I'll also be premiering that exclusive content on my Patreon. Thank you, Asha.
Ooh! Hey, listen, it's okay. You gotta pay sometimes. You gotta pay a little bit of coin to get that extra experience. A little bit of coin to get that. Definitely.
Let me just tell you before we close out that Devry manifested this like a year and a half ago. So we are in complete gratitude to you for coming to visit us. Like, this was great. This was a really enjoyable time. I'm so honored to have gotten a chance to talk with you and pick your brain. And I'm very satisfied because I have had that question for a very long time, and I'm very, very satisfied it was answered. Thank you.
Nah, yeah. So it's funny because there's been a few manifestations going on that have me in mind. And I tell people, like, you never know what happens if you just shoot your shot.
I know that's right.
Send a message. My homegirl was like, I'm finna send Kim Kardashian a DM. I'm like, bitch, send it to her.
Send it.
She might read it.
Her team, somebody.
Folks that have hit me up about stuff that was like, I didn't think you was gonna respond. I'm like, well, bitch, what you got me now? So like, what's up?
You don't do that. You don't do.
You
I didn't think
know,
it's gonna respond. You better. Go. Let's start to plan some stuff. Don't be like, oh my
that's what I'm
god.
saying. Like, now that I'm
No.
now that the car has stopped, Rover, what's up?
You need
You
a
gonna
back.
get in? You gonna get in the driver's seat and you gonna drive this bitch?
You know what's
You
that? Too?
go. No, that's I told Devin. I was like, we gonna do this and we gonna see where it goes. And we said, oh, all right, let's get it popping. So we here now. We've been doing this
Yeah.
for so long and we ain't stopping. But no, I
No
really
time
appreciate you being who you are. And I think that's something that I look up to. I think that's an inspiration to a lot of not just black boys, black and brown boys, but just people in general. Somebody that can walk into a space and light up the room, but then also just be comfortable in who they are, regardless if there's internal things going on, because like we all know, we do internal things, but on the external.
Maybe it's so important to like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I love myself. I didn't realize I love myself. Just stepping outside of the house, knowing that there was gonna be some bullshit, but I still did it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that if I went outside with this Barbie in my hand,
Mm.
niggas are going to give you grief.
Mm-hmm.
Did it.
And we here now.
I didn't realize I love it, and I feel like that was me showing love to myself, and I didn't realize it.
Just showing up.
Now,
as
liking me, that was a whole nother thing.
Hmm.
But I realized I love myself, and I didn't even realize I love myself. Because I was like, fuck y'all. Like, why can't I just be myself?
It's so hard. Listen.
Can I just read my Leonardo DiCaprio biography book on the playground and mind my business, please?
No. Because when you do that, that's a problem. When you ain't bothering nobody and you just being you, people are going to be so mad. They like, why is he not phased? Why is he not?
But then in adulthood, it really ends up working for you every time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's what I tell people right now. If people talk about how you look or how you sound or what's going on, when you glow up, when you get older, girl, they're going to be with you. They're going to be in your crew. They're going to be hanging out with you because you that girl or that boy.
Or they locked up. Or they still on the block doing the same shit that they was doing 5 years ago. Ain't gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, I'm pretty sure that gentleman that a nice little right hook swing into the center of my chest when I was 12 years old is eating his heart out.
Oh, hell yeah.
I go back home and I just be like,
And fuck that nigga.
Fuck that nigga.
Bitch.
Wait. From head to toe.
Bada boom, bada boom. First, where can people follow you at on your where I know, but we got to tell that for the new listeners. Where can they follow you at? Where can they? What's the vibe?
You can find me on durandbernarr.com. That's DURANDERNA. Okay,
Ashe. And I need y'all to please. Oh,
and the music. You can find a journal that I did. You can find the Corona journal. Because I had Corona last year. Okay, my antibodies are still going strong. Okay,
oh, that's right.
So
is the Patreon on there?
Patreon is there, and that's in my link tree. But you can also do personal meet and greets.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to have like a one-on-one chat with me, you can book me.
Yes.
So yeah.
Book your favorite cousin. Book your favorite
on his website.
And please, I need y'all to stream &. Please, I need y'all to get into this vibe. I need y'all to also go to Bandcamp. I need y'all to also listen to Soundcheck. I need y'all to listen to everything that y'all can find and get into why we are obsessed with this content and music like we always talk about. And like you all, please follow me and Devin on our social medias @_lordevery for me _LORDEVERY on Instagram and Twitter.
And you guys know that you can find me on Instagram at derwinking. That's DERWINKING, and on Twitter at Free Negro. That's FREENEGREAUX.
And you all can follow us on our platforms page. Muscle memory. You all can follow us on our Instagram and Twitter for the podcast at That Black Boy Joy on Instagram and Twitter. And if you all would like, you can write into us or send us a chat on Gmail. So that's that Black Boy Joy podcast at gmail.com, where you can write in if you want to be a guest. And also, please watch our videos on YouTube. Please subscribe to That Black Boy Joy on Instagram. On YouTube as well, because all of our visuals of our episodes are up on there as well. And like we always end with, please be so in love with who you are.
Bye.
Okay. Hey, I'm talking about the